Hello everybody, today I'm going to take you back to Colima, Mexico, and we are going to go to a Pueblo Magico that is called Comala. Comala is a really small Pueblo Magico that is mostly known for their sweet bread, but they also have some other cool things like a hacienda, and we're going to check it out. So we're going to start at the hacienda and let's go along for the adventure. Now coming into Hacienda Nogueira. I think that's the name of this place, with the Jurassic Park Jeep. A hacienda was an old manor house back in the early colonial times, and in the 1500s they were mostly used for production of major crops, and Hacienda Nogueira is a good example of that. The typical construction of a hacienda house is a courtyard in the middle with buildings on the roundabout of that courtyard. So you'll see this courtyard and then lots of rooms on the outside. Inside you will see lots of storage areas. This particular storage area was for cane, and they would produce sugar cane, and they would also produce different types of juices and wine here, and they would store them in little jars. You can see some of the jars in the back, but they would be stacked even higher back in the day. This room here is the dining room, and I thought this was very interesting because, as you can see, they have a thatched roof inside the dining room, and this was actually done as a way to combat insects from falling onto the table. So they put that thatched roof up there, and then the insects would not fall on the table where they were eating, so I thought that was very interesting. Here on the balcony of the Hacienda Nogueiras, it's a nice cool breeze sitting in a wicker chair here. Now, back in the day, the hacienda would of course have a bunch of crops behind it, but today they've converted that space into an ecological garden that kind of showcase some of the species that are out in the area. So some of the plants and some of the different animals are out there, and it's kind of cool. So let's go check out the ecological garden. This part of the garden was dedicated to some of the herbs that are found in Colima, and most of them are used for tea, but I found it very fascinating. This is the gumbo limbo tree, and they call it the tourist tree in Colima, which I thought was funny. They call it the tourist tree because they say it peels like a tourist in the sunlight. So you can see the tree peels a lot. So that I just found was funny. It's a banana tree that they start growing downward and then search for the sun upwards. And that's why they're curved. I've reached the turtle sanctuary here with the painted turtles here with their orange bamboo tree to the other type. They kind of look like rocks. This is a different type of turtle with like yellow sabanera. We were on a tour, but if you go by yourself, the cost is 40 pesos to get inside of the hacienda, which is like $2, and the gardens were free. So I would definitely suggest it if you're out there. If you notice that the houses in Comala are white, there's a reason for that. It's part of the government's plan to have all the houses white, and actually there's a plan that if you agree to make your house white, the government will give you your paint for free. So they call it the Comala white houses. We're here in Comala, and we're gonna eat some lunch and had to go get some change. Okay, great. It's got the traditional torta ahogada. Torta ahogada. And I got a different variation, a taco ahogada, so kind of different. Well, the one thing that I knew about Comala coming in was that Comala is known for its sweet bread. And this is the most traditional place, La Guadalupana. So that's where we're going to go. And we're going to buy some bread here. See what there is to see. Sure. This was really good. You gotta come here at 12:30 because they close down really quick. Well, that's our quick introduction to Comala. There's lots more places to explore in Comala. All the Pueblo Magicos are great. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.